Good afternoon. Welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at MarketSite is Jakub Kokoszka. He's the Managing Director of Usecrypt, and we're going to focus on the importance of privacy and the GDPR that the Europeans are taking a look at. Thank you very much, Jakub, for joining us at MarketSite. Now, your company prides itself on bringing privacy back and giving people around the world the power to choose how they want to share their data. Why is that important?
It's so important because I believe that the loss of trust and confidentiality is of its historical peak. You can see on every corner a history about another data leakage that took place over the last couple of years, and we believe that it does not have to be so. We believe that in the past, people were fighting for generations to keep the confidentiality of the correspondence, and they were even risking their lives. So we are the ceiling walks that people used to put, but just in a digital form. So I believe that if we were fighting for years, just to give it away for free over last decade, it shouldn't be so.
All right, now the General Data Protection Regulation that goes into effect on May 25th in the EU, that's going to change the way people view privacy not only in Europe, but is it also going to impact global privacy?
I highly hope so. I think that the first good thing is that at least we have a consciousness that has been risen significantly. There is a discussion going on, and people start to understand what is the amount of information and data that they've given away for free. And that it's very scary, because if you take a look at the Facebook scandal, if you take a look about all the other incidents, you will see that it not only influences the particular personal data, but it can also influence nations, and it can also lower the security of entire country even. So it's not a joke.
Right, so let's talk about Usecrypt specifically. What is your company doing to help with privacy?
Well, we created a world-changing technology that is patented. We have a desktop app, but most recently we launched a Usecrypt Messenger that is the most secure way to communicate between the users.
So how is this different than, let's say, like a WhatsApp or Google Hangouts?
So we have a few fundamental differences. So number one is that by design, by default, we don't have users' data on in our archives, on our servers. So we don't have a history of the conversation. We don't have the text messages available. So this is the biggest game changer. And also we are the only app to offer the surveillance check. So each time you open the app, we will screen if your phone does not have a malicious app. Not doing that with the competitors puts you on a very high risk from the very beginning. And as we talk today to investors, we also have a different business model because we are a monthly paid subscription. Since users' data is not our business, we don't benefit from that in any way. We have a clear monthly pricing strategy.
All right, got it. Thank you.
And I think that this makes a lot of difference.
All right, I'm sure people will pay to have their data secured.
They do. We already have downloads from 17 geographies, and we are just starting. We're there on App Store and Google Play, so I hope you will have a chance
we'll have to check it
play
out.
with that in the afternoon.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us at MarketSite.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
You got it, and thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.